Well, I just came through Phoenix, Arizona. I was listening to a radio station. I believe was 92.3 on the FAM dial. And they have this guy. I could not get the name completely, but he sounds like Mike Broomhead or Mike Bloom or something like that. Anyhow, this guy was ranting, and it amazes me how advertising, how industrialists pay this guy to sell their products. It's just amazing how industrialists pay these repeaters like Rush Limbaugh, like Sean Hannity, the talker guy, the water guy, water. I mean, all these women. Every single morning on television, they put so much makeup on it. They look like Barbie dolls, just repeating and dividing us. How come we, the people of the United States of America, buy those same products? I'm gonna tell you what I heard on the radio. I mean, it just freaked me out. That Mr. Mike Bloomberg or Bloomhead or Broom, he basically was saying the people need to be modified, and if the people get modified, everything's gonna be all right. And let me present it to you how he presented, how he sold it to me. Or try to. So you guys are there paying for this guy's salary. Make sure that you understand that this guy did not sell me absolutely nothing. The opposite. He made me go so far away from the product that he was selling, and that product that he was selling was nothing that division in the United States of America. All it started like this. There is United States of America citizens right now fighting, literally, no figurative, on the streets, with including the armed forces of the United States of America. The President of the United States of America has generals walking in Lafayette Park, for God's sake. Lafayette. That is a secret name. In Lafayette Park, beating on protesting and tear gassing protesting, and actually hitting foreign journalists with shields and batons, and I mean, it's just like insanity. They removing the remnants of Reconstruction in the United States of America. Since 1865, we have something called Reconstruction, and I don't want to get too far from what I wanted to say, because it's so crazy, it's so confusing that it will take me, I don't know, a month or write a book to tell you about it. And I just want to talk about what I heard on the radio, but I do need to set it up so you know what this guy was saying or what he was talking about. So this guy was defending the idea of these symbols are part of the history of the United States of America, and they should be protected. That is basically what he was saying. He is protecting the symbol of tyranny, the symbol of death. People like General Lee, people like Stonewall Jackson, people like Jefferson Davis, and Mr. Cristobal Colon, and all these people. So basically, he was saying, if you take down George Washington, the the founder of this country, you will take down our roots, our heritage, and we must defend those symbols. And as long as everyone will fall in their own identity, everything's gonna be fine. Basically, if you are white and you continue to be white and you have your white symbols, you'll be fine. If you color code yourself, as he eloquent put it, a slave, negro, Afro-American, African American, you'll be fine. How crazy is that? And he say it just like that. I no longer call, no, I am not a bigot, and I will never utilize the N word, because we have changed. And today we call these people African American. But we used to call them, during Martin Luther King, negros. So he's basically is calling me a negro. That is what he said. You are a negro and I'm white, and as long as you don't destroy my heritage, you're going to be fine. And an industrialist, they sell product on that radio station, hired this guy to say that on television, on the radio. You will never sell me a product that guy will sell. This guy is a bigot of the biggest of the biggest. It's a matter of fact that if anybody can go out there and listen to the radio broadcast, not a single time, not a single one, Mr. Mark Broomhead mentioned the name of his country. He continued and repeatedly talk about America, 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 like driving you a nail in your head. America, I am conditioning you to be American. And they are conditioning us to be American since 1865, if not before. American, but we are not American. American is a continent. The Canadians are Americans, the Haitians are Americans, the Panamanians, the United States of Mexico, they are American, the Argentines, the Chileans, the Cubans, everyone is American because we live in the American continent. But this fellow, he does not protect America. Not like George Washington, by the way. George Washington, all you can talk about him, George Washington and Christopher Columbus, they fought for America, the continent, not the country. This Mark Broom, not once mentioned the name of his country. We, the United States of America, have a problem of division in our population. He never say we are not colors, we are not color codes. We are the United States of America. No, the opposite. You are white, I'm black, Chinese. You assigning your identity. So now, the industrialists pick this thing up. I mean, they understand that is half of the population of the United States of America disenfranchised, and they are fighting, and that is not good for business. It's not just not good for business. It's not just good for our country. So NASCAR. To me, NASCAR and bigoted is the same old symbol. It's the same symbol. When I see a NASCAR, a car with all those bunch of uniforms and crap, I see automatically a population being conditioned. And I don't get near the NASCAR. And I can tell you that I've been really close to NASCAR. I used to fly airplanes, and I used to fly people into Atlanta airport racetrack, and you can see these people, you know, how they react when I open my mouth. They're like, oh hell, this guy, he looks like me, but he does not talk like me. And you can see it, you can see that, and it's just so impregnated in their heads, and that is what Mark is protecting. And I think all these people, they work on television and in radio, their jobs are in jeopardy, because people are not going to put up with somebody on television with a bunch of makeup telling them what they are. No way I can allow anyone to tell me what my identity and my heritage is. First of all, they don't know what it is. Second of all, I will not buy nothing from any of these people. So, continue to this Mark guy. He goes, after he called everybody negro and called everybody white, and that he is not a bigot, they went to commercial. And I was so into what he was saying that I didn't even realize what the commercial was about. So that is a problem for the advertising geniuses out there trying to sell a product. If you get these guys assigning identity to the population who is buying the product, that affect sales. I mean, that is simple as that. I think you guys out there, you are geniuses of industry, you need to get rid of these guys, these repeaters. And believe me, you might get some statistics that people are listening. Like me, yeah, I am listening, all right, but I ain't buying crap out of you. I watch CNN and I watch NPR, and I listen to NPR and BBC London, but they won't come. They so far away from my life, my everyday life, from the life of people that I come in contact with. I mean, by so far away that it's like they live in a different world of us. I mean, I don't get it. Somebody have to be paying attention to this. So I personally think the NASCAR did exactly a good thing. You know, buying all these symbols, or at least tell people what those symbols are, because those are my symbols. The Cross of St. Andrews, that does not belong to any supremacist group or any crazy guy that thinks is supreme. No, that is just the Cross of St. Andrews. It's the symbol of a jurisdiction, a political jurisdiction, and a political how can I say establishment, or in the Iberia Peninsula, you know, the Spanish Empire. So the Cross of St. Andrews is being flown all over the place, including on top of Puerto Rico, on the castles in Puerto Rico. So the swastika is another example. The swastika does not belong to Hitler. That symbol is not something created by Mr. Hitler or the fascist party. That symbol, the swastika, belongs to the world, belongs to the native, belongs to the tribes in Europe. That does not belong to Mr. Fascist killer inferior man named Hitler. Because believe me, anybody who believes themselves are superior, they are not. They are actually inferior. So Mr. Mark If I was you, I just decondition myself, man. I will decondition myself because, you are not white. I can tell you that right now. So you defending something that is not yours because you are not white. White is just a color. And you are not an American. You are not an American. If you go to Mexico and you say I am superior and I am white, guess what? They're going to run you out of town. No, it's a matter of fact, they will run you out of town right now in any major city in the United States. Right now, if you go out there and say, I am white and I am superior and I think that you should protect my symbols, the symbols of tyranny, the symbol of slavery, the symbol of disenfranchise of people, if you go out there and you say that on your own little 2 feet, guess what? They're going to run you out of town, boy. It is simple as that. So you might feel safe behind a microphone, but there is people out there listening to you, especially in Phoenix, Arizona. Phoenix, Arizona has been a Castilian land for 500 years and have been a land of the native, the aborigines, since God created this earth. So who are you? Who give you the right to say that that land is yours? And that you are white and that you are American? Because I am the only one can give you that right. The people of the United States, that is who I am. Because apparently you're not. If you call yourself American and white, you're not one of us. You are not one of the United States American nationals. And we did not give you the right to move into these lands. So like Mr. Trump and Melania and Trump kids and everybody else, migrants, illegal aliens coming into this country and divide us, I think you need to retire, man. I mean, I really do. I think those people who pay for the advertising, they have to realize that you are not selling me absolutely nothing. And I am a working man. So if you cannot influence me, an ignorant, a guy who get up in the morning and go to work every day, a guy who doesn't know how to write and read, a man who does no have no idea about philosophy or religion. If you cannot convince me, a simple man, who can you convince? So advertising guys out there, geniuses of industry, fire this guy. Get rid of this guy, man, because he's making you look bad, man. He's just talking and talking and talking. And I can rant all day long, but I am not a professional. I'm just speaking my heart. But he is selling you a product, your product, and that product I will not buy. And remember, you guys out there of our industry, you too are conditioned. You are not white, you are not black, you are not from Africa, you are not an American, you are not blue, red, Democrat, Republican, you are not fascist, Nazist, communist, you are no evangelical. I tell you who you are. Since the day you were born, like God said to Abraham, I am who I am. So, you are who you are. That's all. You are who you are. No more, no less. Defend your fellow man. Defend the planet, man. Get rid of all these talking heads and repeaters. Saludos to the United States of America. And remember, Mr. Mark Bloomberg or Bloomher or whatever, anytime you want to sit around with me with a beer and some dominoes, hey, just reach me on YouTube. And I show you how to grow a mustache too at 58 years old. Saludos.